Welcome back. We've made it now to part 10 of our Sunless Sea playthrough as the Captain Duncan, citizen of the Unterzee. Let's dive in and see where we're at. I think we were delivering the salt, the Sinkstone. They were chopping down the sphinxes at the salt lions, and we had been delivering it to London for money. But then we got to London, I guess it was the last shipment, and it told us there was two other characters who were like, well, we could take the Sphinx phone to this place or the other place instead of delivering it to the people we had been delivering it to in London. The first one who approached us was someone associated with this area, the Grand Geode, and we accepted that commission. And then there's another fellow who approached us as well, but we'd already accepted this one, so our character decided to stick with our original engagement. We came here to the Grand Geo to drop off our Sphinx Stone. Got a decent amount of money for it. I don't know if we advanced any particular stories. I mean, there must be a story around it, but I'm not aware of what that story was. We're also delivering something for the Crimson Beast of Winter, Mr. Sachs. And he's already taken some of our money. So we need to finish his quest quickly before he starts taking more and more things from us. From what I understand, he's not a very, let's see if there's a tracker for his mission in here somewhere. Where's Mr. Sachs? Not seeing it at first glance. I don't see icons with his portrait on them, but in any case, we need to go to the final assignment awaits. It's in Avid Horizon. Which coincidentally, we had another quest to go to the Avid Horizon for the Admiralty Strategic Information quest. So that will be our first focus for this play session, is to get up to the Avid Horizon. We'll have to take a look if we have enough supplies. We could definitely do some defogging along the way. I don't see why we wouldn't. So maybe we'll head over here and just sort of make our way up through the areas we haven't explored yet and get to the Avid Horizon. So yeah, let's just go ahead and take a quick look at what's in this town here. See, there's no shops. We're also delivering a letter to someone called Hideaway. We haven't found Hideaway yet. We're not purchasing an Element of Dawn. We don't have 50 supplies, that's for sure. Also, I'm not sure that we need an Element of Dawn at the moment. At least I haven't seen any particular need for one. So yeah, let's head out and see what we can find. Okay, so we could go to Port Cornelian again. Let's see, what was in Port Cornelian? That was the place where... Oh, we just took on a... we started a spy network there. And we also took on a benefactor or patron. I don't have any notes specifically on what they wanted us to do next. Just looking through some of my older notes, improving your intrigue network. So we started an intrigue network there. There's ways to get echoes, port report. We already had the port report. Yeah, so I don't see any need to go there. Let's just. Oh, you can buy more. Actually, you can stock up on goods there. So now that we've emptied our hold out a bit, all that Sphinx stone that we had been carrying. We still have a lot of stuff in our hold. I mean, 76 out of 120. We have room for this ship, but if we go down to the next ship, this would actually be oversized. I think it only has a 70 item hold on the next ship. The next ship is more of like more of a naval combat related ship that I would love to pick up at some point. Again, it has more gun slots, has a lot more hull strength. From what I remember. Could go underwater here. I mean, we're almost to Port Cornelian. I mean, it's not going to be a very long little side here. Yeah, I think from what I remember, Port Cornelian is one of the better places to stock up on supplies and fuel. So we'll do it while we're there. We've done this a number of times. If you succeed the terror test, or the luck test, you get -3 terror. Oh, we get another. I think we killed one of these last time, I believe, or maybe it was a different guy. Does this guy have enough? How much HP does this guy have? Where? This, okay, he doesn't have too much HP. Okay, so we'll fight this guy for sure. Again, if we had a better, if we had 2 guns instead of just 1, we could kill these guys, you know, essentially twice as fast. Okay, so here's the Mr. Sachs thing. He's taxing us here. We're trying to get rid of him as fast as we can. I guess we'll get rid of crew at this point. An offering is made. They line up, dead-eyed in the snow. To a distant beat they march, one by one into the sack. One by one their heads turn to face you, and then away. The beast pulls the drawstrings tight. More, it demands, more. A knock on the door wakes you. You rise with a fever, head still pounding from a half-remembered drumbeat. The crewman outside brings troubling news. What? How did this happen? How many? Close door, a coincidence? Surely just a coincidence. How much of yourself can you give before there's nothing left to take? I don't know that giving our crew is really what I would describe as giving something of ourselves, but we've done this before. Almost done with this behemoth-ish. Behemoth-mustache. One more hit, I'll be dead. No. Firing. Oh, we lost another crew. Okay, we're starting to get... Actually, we don't have our iron, our clay man equipped right now. He lowers our crew requirements. Wait, why didn't it let me do that? Oh, we have to be out of combat? Oh, we have to dock before you can change your equipment. Okay, so we did this already. We already sent a beast to the Gam pool, so I can't do that again. We can dig around its innards or harvest its flesh. Let's just refresh our memory if we can real fast on what these options might do for us. Let's see, I have some notes on the monsters we can fight in this game. The Behemoth-mustache. I can get an unprepossessing mass, or you can harvest its flesh. Let's see what this does, since I don't have it in my notes yet. The one is oily, the other is both oily and magnificent. Okay, luxuriant treasure. Take its teeth as trophies and its bones for corsets. What of its mustache? So many possibilities. Cut it up for exotic anti-macassars. Place it over the door of your lodgings as a warning to burglars. Sell it to the Young Stags Club back in London as a mascot. For now, let it remain in the compartment devoted to outlandish artifacts. Okay, so this gives you 2x hunting trophies. Also 1x Stygian ivory. 1x outlandish artifact. And 2 spies. Not a bad little haul there, although we did lose a decent amount of hull, and I think we lost a crew member, right? Yeah, we lost a crew. Again, we're not, this ship is not, oh, we also get a unprepossessing mass. I guess we can only fling it overboard. There's probably something horrible, but possibly not. The smell alone is enough reason. Okay. I'm not sure why there was only one option for that, but yeah, we didn't have any other options, so we had to throw it overboard. Okay, we're sailing along the Carnelian coast here. So we're going to stock up on some supplies and fuel while we're here, and then we're going to start defogging the map. Actually, yeah, we really need to get up there ASAP. Oh, we also should equip our other officer. Let's see, we got the Bumington dude. I think this is our best complement of officers from what I remember. Oh wait, can't do it. Oh no, it says the reassignment worried the crew. Change offers is important to avoid this. Oh, okay, well, sorry crew, I didn't realize it was so worrying to change officers. Alright, so we'll dock here. We will change our We Are Clay. We will do any quick story missions. We could lower our terror a bit, not particularly necessary. We already know we don't have... We could do this again. Oh yeah, this might change the opportunity. Yeah, let's try this again. So they're asking for some romantic literature, which we haven't even found yet, so... Let's see if they ask for something different here. Okay, now they're asking for a judgment's egg. Holy smokes, that's a pretty important item from what I remember. I think we could buy one in... We were able to buy one in Irem, but... Oh, you can also give away one of your Searing Enigmas. Well, both of these are really valuable, so I don't know. We do have 2 Searing Enigmas. I suppose we could... Yeah, I suppose we can use one here. An offering to the banded prince. He dwells in a jungle ruin, an anachronism, a curiosity. His position is romantic, but titular, or is it? Burning bright, the prince lounges in the arch of a high glassless window. Kneeling, you recount the tale of how his forebears earned their title. His eyes prick as you speak of a war behind mirrors. His eyes open when you mention the satraps from across a smoking sea. He growls as you describe a battle against a legion of heart-takers and tiger blood blackening a pebbled beach. You recite his full and original title, the Prince of the Smoking Shore and Duke of all the Isles, Archipelagos, and Peninsulae that were once the sovereignty of the humbled satraps. How the truth burns in him, how his eyes blaze, embers spark in his fur. You hopefully beat them out. It will be useful having royalty in your debt. Okay, so Searing Enigma represents like a great mystery of some sort. So in this case, the great mystery was like this guy's original title and what it entailed, the history of the satraps. And this guy was happy. The banded prince was happy to hear about that, apparently. So now that we've done that, we're back with the romantic literature option again. Again, we've never even seen a romantic literature in this playthrough, so I'm not even sure exactly how. Oh, now we can influence affairs. Let's see what this does. Your network influence over the colony is extensive. How will you use it? I don't know. How will I use it? Wow, these take up vital intelligence. So you have an opportunity to guide the fate of London's far-flung colony. You could shore up the governor's rule. Port Cornelian is a part of Her Majesty's enduring dominion, and so it remains. Can insert Khanate agents into key positions. There are other empires. Or we could broker an alliance of tigers. They are, after all, the rightful rulers of the Carnelian coast. We're trying to bring the anarchists to prominence. So we have shore up the governor's rule. Governor. We have insert Khanate agents. I don't know what that does. Or we could broker an alliance of tigers. Do we want to do any of these things? I suppose we do, although we don't really know. I want to know more about. I want to make a note to come back here when we understand a little more about what the implications are. Again, our goal is to do this Book of Sharps, raise the anarchist to prominence. So I don't know which of these. I mean, it doesn't sound like the governor or the Khanate. Like neither of these sound like the anarchists, because these are different like ruling factions. Like this is London's ruling faction with Her Majesty, and the Khanate are another like empire with a king. And the fact that the only talk of anarchists that we found is the people who were exiled from the Khanate in Khan's shadow. So definitely not these guys. We could broker an alliance of tigers, but they are, after all, the rulers of the Carnelian coast. But I don't know if that implies what we want to do for our character's playthrough. Port Carnelian. Decide which faction to support. London, Khanate, or the tigers. Again, I'm not exactly sure who the tigers are and what their relationship is, but we'll keep in mind as we sail around if we can find out some more information in relation to our character, what that might entail. But for the moment, I think we'll put that on hold until we understand a little bit more, because I'm assuming this is like a branching point for the story of this town. So if we don't advance the right, well, I would say the right one, but the one that we're trying to do with the anarchists, or if it affects that role. Again, we don't even know, we don't know much about anything how we could possibly raise the anarchists to prominence. So I don't know if it's related to any of this. Probably not, since It doesn't sound like any of these options would affect something called the anarchists, but okay, so do we want to buy any of these things? We used some sapphires already. Do we want to buy more of them? Sapphires. So we do need one for the tireless mechanic. I guess we will buy one then. For his mission. Can sell them for 95 in polythreme. We really need. We can also sell, you can also sell them in the Shellinade for 99. There's potential here for making a little bit of money. But we really need to get rid of this Mr. Sack character, so we're not going to be going to polythreme or the Shellinade at this moment. So let's just stock up on fuel and supplies. My normal strategies. When I say stock up, I just get about 20 of each, and it's never enough to like finish the game or like finish everything, but it's usually enough to like get you somewhere at least. I don't know. It's just a we discovered Veltrin's Vortex. Is that another one of those swirl things? Yeah, okay. Again, we're trying to go pretty much directly to the Avid Horizon. We're not going to do too much detouring because this Mr. Sachs thing has started affecting our character in various ways. So we will try to get there as fast as possible. We have all of our engine, like the We Are Clay thing also gives us more engine power, in addition to reducing our crew requirements. Yeah, we can't really afford to lose any more crew. Send our Z-Bat out. We could do some battling. I mean, no, that guy's got too much HP. Let's just ignore him for now. I just don't have time to fight these guys. Like, it's not even so much that we're not the best combat ship, and that's true, we aren't, but this Crimson Sack guy has been taking our character, I don't think we need to go to Rosegate. We could get the port report, I suppose. That'll just take a second. I think we have, actually, I think we do have one thing we can turn in here. And we are, like, somewhat constrained on hold space, although not to a serious extent. Getting things out of our hold that we've been holding for some of these story missions is worth doing when we don't have to go out of our way for it, at least. Let's see, we were doing the... Well, here's the port report, of course. I think, let's see, was there something in here we were doing? Oh yeah, we have the unread log now. Okay, so let's do this. Some solemn wait for the bitter flavor. The dogged apprentice sits by the hearth, perusing his journal. The master wants the cigar to have a certain weightiness, wants to make it something that'll stick with you. Do you have anything that might work? Well, apparently we do. The dogged apprentice flicks the book through the book you hand him. It isn't long before he closes the book with a grin. This is exactly what we've been hoping for, citizen. Tragic and hopeless. This should prove potent indeed. Thank you. We are now cultivating a bitter flavor, the taste of sharp chocolate, to ignite the mind. So we can do... So now we need lamentable relics. So we did have some of these at one point, but we don't anymore. Okay, well, Rosegate. Bring 3 minutes. Okay, so now we need 3x lamentable relics. Like I said, we did have some of these at one point, but we haven't held on to them. Let's see if we can sample, we can challenge to cards, tend to free public collector. What do these options do again? I don't actually remember what these do. Rosegate. Challenge tobacconist can give you terror, echo, and impatience. Doesn't sound like a good thing. Maybe that's if you lose. Tend to do free public lecture. You can get fragments and fuel. And this just uses the something awaits, I guess. I mean, yeah, we'll just do this. Which one? So there's two options here. You can get fragments or fuel. I mean, 5 fragments is not very much. We'll just take the fuel, I suppose. I think we did this before. Oh, I don't actually remember this. So he rolled a cigar out of... Rossi is not in the business of producing ordinary cigars. These have been specially fermented. Observe. He tosses one of the cigars into the flame and pulls you back. The fire leaps out for your eyebrows. Potent enough to power your ship. Oh, okay, so he gave us an explosive cigar we can use as fuel. That's the story there. Interesting. Okay, well, we're good on fuel. We don't have any of these things. Actually, wait, we do have a hunter's eye. Wait, where? Is this a thing we need? I mean, we don't need 100 echoes, but like, what is a hunter's eye for exactly? Why is the search so bad in OneNote? I just want to search for the phrase hunter's eye, but like, I don't know. Maybe I just search for eye or hunter. So here's where we got it. We got it in Habit Horizon, I think. Maybe. Could sell it here. Yeah, there's no I'm gonna hold on to it. I mean 100 echoes is 100 echoes, but like I don't know if there's something better we could be doing with it or not. Okay, we could try to hit this little section over here. We'll need to repair our ship at some point. We need to get rid of this Mr. Sachs guy. It's unfortunate that the delivery missions for Mr. Sachs took us from here, or wait, yeah, it was here, right? It was Grand Geo, we did one of his missions. And then we had to go turn up here, which is like the entire distance of the map. I mean, we've only made it from here to here in today's session, so we still got a ways to go. We're gonna end up losing more things, I'm afraid, because like, there's just no way we can complete this thing fast enough to keep Mr. Sachs happy. Not in this boat. Maybe other boats are faster. Again, this is kind of a slow ship that we're in at the moment, but again, it's like in hindsight, would we have done this slightly differently? Probably, but you don't really have that luxury in this game most of the time, unless you're looking at a walkthrough or something. And even like, I mean, I have lots of notes from my previous playthroughs, but there's so many things to keep note of in this game that it's impossible to like take note of everything. All right, we are in a new area, so let's start sending out our. We could go down here, but again, we really need to get north. I'm not gonna make too many detours if I can avoid them. Minimal detours. That's the name of the game. Keep sending our Z-Bat out though, maybe we'll find something. I think that's just a light ship. Light ships are a way to gain fuel if you're stranded. Yeah, you can see its little light, his little rotating light here. We don't need fuel at the moment. We stocked up when we were in Port Carnelian. Okay, so we will try to skirt this little section here. Again, we're trying to get north with the utmost of haste. There's a bat swarm somewhere over here. So hurry, we can eat it for food before our hunger meter ticks up. Nice. Gather the corpses for food. Okay, we'll gain terror and supplies. Okay, it wasn't one of the ones that just gets rid of your hunger. Actually converted it into supplies, which is fine. Either way. Keep sending our Z-Bat out. It doesn't look like we're going to find anything of use in this area, because we haven't found much yet, and there's not much left to explore. I mean, there's the little sections here, but again, we're kind of going straight north. I don't know what this is. Doesn't seem like that would be a lightship. Maybe it's an underwater port. We have been doing stuff at Pigmoat Isle as well, which we could definitely stop at. I'm curious to see what this is up here. If it's an underwater port. Because we are looking for something called Hideaway to deliver this letter. I don't know if it's time sensitive, but it's it's visually popping up over here. There's also Godfall, we could have gone there, but again, not trying to make too many detours. This probably would have been worth doing because we could have defogged like all three of these tiles, but I mean we'll head back there at some point, just not when we have this Mr. Sachs character pressing upon our ship here. Okay, so yeah, there's something up here underwater. A tryst! Discreet opportunity has arisen to spend more time with your favorite officer. Yes, we started a romance with the Clettery Heir, which is one of our... Actually, it was like our original officer that we... Not the one that started with our character, that was the Shady Cook, but the one we caught first, I believe, in London. Okay, so we have a tryst with her. This will notice below your terror unless it's already low. If you have a sweetheart back home, they might want to think twice. But we don't have a sweetheart back home. In the surgery, I don't expect any new patients this evening. Instructive. She made up the operating table with a couple of towels, one spread over the surface and the other folded into a pillow. I like to give instructions, she says, setting herself on the surface. It's not a reflection on your skills. The bowl over there is for you to soak your hands. The water is icy. I'd like a cold touch. But don't go numb. When you're ready. Oh, minus 25 terror. Okay, well. We didn't start the romance right away. We could have done it a lot earlier in the game, but I don't know, I just felt like our character, being a war veteran, being sort of a dour fellow, he would be... Okay, so we found Nook. He would be more interested in a romance of someone he had spent some time with and gotten to know. So after we had sailed with our... Oh, we have the tryst again option. I mean, sure. Less terror. Same description here. And we are at the edge of Nook. Oh, this place. Speaking of terror, this place looks a little bit terrible. Just gonna grab a drink of water here real fast before we dive into the Nook. Okay. So we're in the edge of Nook right now. A gap in the colossal Z-monster's throat has been forced open with thick heart metal beams. They strain under the pressure, but hold. As you pass through, your Zumbrian lights pass over a message carved in a floating piece of some unfortunate's hull. Beyond is Nook. Beyond is freedom. Beyond is... The rest is scratched out. Enter Nook. Water presses against the airlock door. The breathing and slithering of the beast gives it the rhythm of a drumbeat. A trespasser in freedom. You don your heavy diving suit and give the order to cycle the airlock. Water rushes in, and you begin the slow swim down into the port. It soon becomes obvious that you are overdressed for the occasion. The people of Nook swim and breathe in the cloudy maw water with no apparent discomfort. Most are naked, with just a few clad in rotten rags that stream from their skin with no concern for modesty. None will communicate with you, if they even can. Those who acknowledge your presence just laugh silently at your bulky suit and unnecessary air hose. You'll need a different approach. When you have a taste of freedom, it can leave a bitter aftertaste. Okay, so now we're going to descend naked into Nook. It's at least you're unlikely to run into anyone you know. You undress, every button, every stitch. The door opens. Ice water rushes upward. Instinct holds your mouth shut. 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Your lungs burn, holding in that last gasp of air. Your legs thrash. You can't hold it in. It escapes. You're choking on water. It forces its way into your lungs, the taste of burning salt suffocating every attempt to gasp and scream. Or, then, through the exhaustion and panic, you realize you're breathing. It's hard work. Your lungs fight against the weight, but it's enough. You can tolerate it, at least for now. The liberal application of wine will make this process easier in the future. Bring a cask. The beast quivers with distaste at your trespass. Freedom is never stagnant. We now have a tolerance for Nook water. The more of it you breathe, the less you remember air. The ruptured throat. A torn, pinned cavity in the flesh wall offers access to the city's monstrous host. Razor-sharp teeth the size of buildings jut from the fatty, garnet-red flesh. Many teeth have been quarried out into homes, barricaded by scraps of wood from shipwrecks. We can swim upwards. We can mingle with the Nook folk. We can compile the Boar Report, which we always do. No one here has anything to hide. Actually, no one here is hiding anything at all, for they're naked. Notes on Nook. A vile place, festering, acidic. No laws but those of tooth and claw written in scars. Civilization? Impossible. Making tea would be a logistical impossibility. Yet the inhabitants seem content. Many have come here, from London, the Khanate, the Presbyterate, abandoning cultured life for this tenuous existence. They grin, their mouths full of stolen flesh, or float naked and carefree. Many have nothing and nothing to lose. A group of swimmers dart past, hunting gleefully. One squeezes your shoulder companionably. You've never met her before. These guys sound relatively anarchistic. We've lost tolerance for Nook water, but we've gained a taste of freedom. A great maw on the Z floor, home to a lawless aquatic culture. So I'm up to the serrated abyss, or down to the serrated abyss, up to the great maw. May as well mingle with the folk here. Okay, so these have something to do with your tolerance for Nook water. So we only have 2. I don't think we're going to take from the weak. Several of the fittest. There's no reason for us to do that at the moment. I could look at my notes to see what these do, but I think we'll just kind of take a look at some of these options as we go here. So we're going to mingle with the Nook folk. They may be friendlier now that you are fashionably undressed. Lost in freedom, they acknowledge your presence, but little more. Most shrink back, assuming you mean harm. Others deliberately swim just above you in a crude attempt at intimidation. They carry bone knives or tooth-tipped spears. A few gesture to you in welcome, invitation. It is unclear. The slightly gluttonous water makes speech impossible, so the natives have developed a language of signs. You can interpret the most basic. A finger pulled across a throat, for example, is one of the more polite invitations to dispart. We lost one of our tolerance, but we've gained a taste of freedom. We only have 1 left. This increases as you do more in Nook, but the more you do in Nook, the more Nook will change you. We'll just swim up first, I guess. So we can. This is the Great Maw, a twitching cathedral of ivory, flesh, and decay. The maw curves far enough to be swallowed by the darkness of the Z. Entire shipwrecks have been mulched between hooked teeth that dwarf London's mightiest monuments. So we can gaze to the maw. We can join some tooth miners. So that's a high-risk challenge. We can investigate an etched-toothed house. A flinty latitudinarian keeps its upper cavities filled with compressed air, allowing a number of activities otherwise impossible in water duct. Let's see what this one does. This sounds interesting. The external surface of the tooth is covered with engravings, rows of battling soldiers, some with the heads of dogs, a mountain ablaze, ships riding on a river, and each ship has a human mouth. You swim inside and up to chambers of eggy air. The flinty latitudinarian. In the cavities of his etched tooth home, trapped air pockets allow an activity largely forsaken in Nook. Conversation. A handful of Nook folk gather there to reminisce. Brevity is admired, the air is precious and rapidly fouls. The latitudinarian watches and listens. He keeps a merciless peace within his house and cares not a damn for what happens outside of it. I don't have any recent news, unfortunately. Let's make sure we have all these in our notes here so in the future we can... Okay, so this is up. Yeah, so recent news gives you intriguing snippets, maybe. Intriguing snippets? Question mark. We have tooth miners. We don't know what that does. We can gaze at the maw. It's going to lower your tolerance. At least according to my notes. Let's see if there's anything else we can do that's more interesting than just gazing through the maw. Let's see, we did the mingle. We haven't tried taking from the weak. Guess we go down. Swim downwards to the serrated abyss. Down here the water is cloudy, its green streaked by dissipating patches of coppery red. Only a few teeth still protrude from the walls. Instead, razor-sharp hairs line them, rippling gently in the current. If we had solace fruit, we could trade for phosphorescent nodules. Don't know what that is. We could attempt a scandalous invitation. Accept a scandalous invitation. Two nook folk, languorously entangled, swim past. Their fingers twine in the water. Their arms stray over bare skin. One smiles at you and beckons. I don't have any notes on what that does. If we swim down, we can go to the phosphorescent nodules. If we swim down even farther, there's a Veils challenge. This one could be interesting to do. It's a Veils challenge, though we don't have very high Veils. Well, I don't. This isn't in my notes, so I guess we could try this. See what happens. The scandalous invitation. What happens in nooks? Does it stay in nook? As I say. Okay, the two lovers lead you to a tooth the size of a London manor. It is riddled with caverns, gently lit by lambent nodules. In each cavern, lovers seethe. You find a chamber of your own. Hands explore, lips touch, acquaintances deepen. So this ended up giving us 1x memory of Nook, 2x taste of freedom, 1x phosphorescent nodules. I didn't spell that all the way. Phosphorescent nodules. Whatever that is. It glows softly, enough to light your way and oh, so if we have enough of them, we can go down maybe? Go down into the maw. Memory of Nook is a triumph or regret. Either way, it lingers in your mind. Okay, so we need to get out of here, right, is what it's telling me. We're back at the edge of Nook. So we could return to Nook. But we don't have something that weighs anymore. I could check the diving suit. It's an extra condition. Letting back and wrap her fingers around another captain's throat. For now, though, it doesn't matter. Nook in its foul but breathable waters await. Okay, so we're back at we've left the Nook essentially. Okay, what's supposed to say? Fuel's actually only 11 here. That's like really cheap actually. Stygian ivory is also pretty cheap. I don't know though. I don't think we need it. There's one quest we had later on that took 40, but yeah, this one here for the tireless mechanic. So maybe when we end up doing this guy's mission, maybe we'll come buy it from Nook. I'll add a note here. Buy from Nook. 26 per. So we would need 40 times 26,000 echoes. That's not. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not unmanageable. Oh, the element of dawn. Oh, we did see the element of dawn. That was back at the this was in the Grand Geode. Get in Grand Geode. Need 40x supply or something like that, I think. And we have this now, the Cascade Sapphire. So we still have to get the Sage out of Wisdom though, which again, from my notes, you're gonna have like one of these stats has to be very high. Pages, hearts, or veils. High, I think, means like 175 according to my notes, so yeah, we're not anywhere close to doing that mission. Alright, we'll stock up a little bit more fuel. Never hurts to have fuel in your hold. Sell a sunlight mirror box for 7 caskets here. Do I have that in my notes? That's actually minorly interesting in the sense that like we could get a we have an empty mirror catch box. We could go to Acefall and fill it with sunlight. Yeah, I have the notes in here that it sells here. This could be a potential place to just make some money if we want to do that. But again, for the moment, we're not interested in that. We are trying to get rid of Mr. Sachs. As fast as we can. I mean, we're doing what we can to get rid of him. Heading to the Avid Horizon. Okay, we have to basically cross the entire ocean from where we did our previous mission for him up to this one. Not gonna go to Nuncio. I will scout through here. Still haven't found Hideaway yet. Must be one of these remaining sections we haven't explored. I believe Hideaway is an underwater port. Another ion, or another light thing over there. Skylar's End. Girk's Scalpel, I think we saw that before. Just a rock you can get up to. It's a little pirate boat up here. Okay, it's not a little one, I guess. It's an Alcarius class corvette. Okay, we don't have a ton of hull strength though. We're gonna have to do a little bit maneuvering here to try to. We're taking quite so much. These guys are actually, the ships are a lot easier to avoid than the sea beasts. Because the sea beasts like head straight forward, you just ram you. Whereas the pirates, you can kind of come up along their broadside. Oh, it's the pirate poet again. Okay, we'll investigate the wreckage again. Rescue her, salvage the cargo. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why. So you have defeated the pirate poet. We haven't dined with her, we haven't once again defeated, so this must be the once again defeated. We're gonna get that probably here. Okay, so we'll rescue her. Just give us some wine and some echoes. Another battle well fought, Captain, she grunts. Few earn a second verse. Along with her freedom pipe, she prints a gift, a cask of wine saved from the sinking vessel by her own mighty arms. They say it is a fine vintage. My men were saving it to toast our victory against you. Perhaps you will join me in a drink to them? Okay, so her crew sunk along with her ship, but not her, I guess. She said she could drink with. She's not like she's not like an officer or anything, is she? No, she's not like in my hold or anything. Is she? Wait, is she in my hold? This character's in my hold, the delightful adventuress. I don't actually know. Okay, we don't have a Sooth and Cooper long box. I would like to go to Con Shadow to do some more around that story, but we do have some coffee. Actually, we're bringing coffee beans, so maybe we'll take those to the Con 8. Get those out of our hold. I don't know if we... Where's the stuff for the pirate poet? Where's her story tracker? Don't see a story tracker for the pirate poet. It must be tracked somewhere though, because it just told us that we had like 2 out of the 6 different qualities with her. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's from Gator's Morn. It's not one the ladies are learning about, so those are all our officers in Gant Pole, but there's nothing here for Gator's Morn. We have the Leopard's Condescension. Okay, well. You've allowed the clutter air to make a postman no longer a postman. That is true. We did allow that, I suppose. There must be other ways. There must be other places where the clutter air can interact with the different towns. I don't think we've found one yet, but just want to keep an eye out for it if we do. Okay, I don't think there's anything to do in the Khan's Heart, but we'll just take a quick peek there, and then I think we have the coffee that we're going to donate up in Khan's Glory to try to get access to their, up to their town in general, I suppose. Well, here's the Lure Adventure to Rack option again. Okay, I can always do that some more. Done that a number of times at this point, but I think we're not gonna get the port report for 56% chance. We keep getting suspicion, and we keep failing. Yeah, I don't think there's much to do here. Could hire crew actually. That's interesting. Looks like it would raise suspicion though. To remember that if we get to the point where we don't have enough crew for our ship in an emergency, we can get some crew here at the Khanate. Something to keep in mind at least. For now, we're trying to get to the Avid Horizon as fast as we can. Well, I say as fast as we can, but I mean we're still engaging with stuff along the way. Here's what we bought the coffee beans for. Just checking if there's anything else to do. Yeah. Okay, give them the coffee beans. We've done this before. Just got our condensation up one, so we've done this twice now. We really need to bring more coffee next time, not just 5. Because yeah, 5's not enough to do anything. What does cruise past the palaces do? I don't think it does anything good from what I recall, but actually I don't have it in my notes. I guess we can try it once and see what happens. Cruised past the clan palaces. So it's minus terror, but minus 2 terror, 1x memory of distant shores, but it also plus suspicion or a Coganian suspicion. Suspicion. Strength and brilliance. Light blazes from every gate and window. You glimpse the guards in gleaming uniforms, subterranean gardens of mauve and purple, hanging ornaments of scaled carnelian and jade, statues of warrior Khan's past. The water is dark and calm. The sentries watch you with calm distrust. Calm distrust. Okay, well. We don't have the Timon's Mercy. We don't have the Leopard's Condescension. We don't have 5 drowning pools. Pearls. Okay. Again, we've been trying to get access to that place, but we haven't succeeded yet. What do we have to bring to the Chapel of Lights? There's something that we wanted to bring to the Chapel of Lights. Do we have it in our hold now? 2 live specimens? No, we certainly do not have 2 live specimens. We'll not be doing that. We can get some tea at the docks in Frostfound. It's always useful. Although, yeah, I think it's a small enough detour that it's worth doing. I don't think there's anything else worth doing here. I mean, obviously we get the port report, but like, there's the going up to the chamber of Frostbound. But you need really high stats to do that. I said we tried it once and we barely made it. We had to lose like 2 or 3 of our stat points just to make it up there. Not something to be undertaken lightly, I would say. Okay, we'll get the tea at the docks. We're not going to enter Frostfound. We'll get the port report. And I think that's all we're going to do here. Yeah. Alright, Frostfound. Hopefully before Mr. Sachs taxes us again. So far he's taken money and crew. Looks like the next option he's going to take stats away from us, which would be less than ideal. for not to lose stats. I wouldn't say we're still early in the game, but we're into the mid. I would say the mid game. I feels like, well, I mean, you can end your run in various ways. Some take longer than others. Like writing the Song of the Z, which is our character's ambition, is one of the longer ones, I think, because you need like basically 77 of all those different story items. So you have to participate in a lot of different stories all throughout the Unterzee in order to get like 77 Tales of Terror, 77 Memories of Distant Shores, 77 I don't know what the other ones are, Visions of the Surface or something. Alright, well we're almost here to the Abbot Horizon. Hopefully we can end this stupid Mr. Sachs quest. So far all it's done is cost us things. Well, I think it gave us a payment when we started, I forget. It's been a while. Alright, service at Abbot Horizon. As soon as you dock, Mr. Sachs lumbers ashore. It has been preparing for this. Plunging a hand into its cloak, he removes a handful of ammonia-scented snow. It places it on the ground and adds another on the top. Into this one, it presses the teeth and the hair from the small box. Potential, substance. Only one thing needs to be added, as in the Tales of the Gnomon. The Crimson Beast of Winter waits impatiently for you to provide it. Do we give our blood, or do we substitute with this highly questionable blood? This guy has not been friendly to us. I want to give him the substitute blood. If you're careful, Mr. Sachs will never notice the switch. The corrupted essence of life. You move to cut your hand with your pocket knife, but the vial clutched in your palm keeps the blade safely from your flesh. You tip it carefully, dripping a few drops of the thick blood into the pile. They fizz in the lacquer, which softens and melts into a puddle of snow. The hand emerges from it, then a head. Then another hand, stretching as if it clambers up from nowhere. The twisted face of a gargoyle rippled with red blood. It screams. The monster throws its head back. Blood wells in its hollow eyes and drips down its half-formed face. The nascent arms explode into wings of shining ice, as sharp as any razor. It bends backwards, new hands clawing at its eyes. Just as abruptly as the scream began, it stops. The shape collapses and melts. Mr. Sachs looks away. Another failure, it intones, stepping through the pile on its way to the Abbot Horizon's sealed gates. It rests a gloved hand against it, basking in the chill. The Wister of a place too cold for gods, refreshing. Your service is done. Be gone before I change my mind. Something new will appear in your lodgings. Okay. Okay, we're here to do the strategic information quest as well. From here, but were you given a sign to look for? There it is, carved on one of the pillars on the dock. Below the sign, an authoritative hand has been carved this message. If you wish to return to London, if you seek the forgiveness of the Empress, if you will sacrifice all to make amends, record your name and crime. Below are the names of murderers, traitors, hopeless villains who fled into exile. They have made the icy pilgrimage here to the end of the world to prove their desperation to return home. Record them all, the old and the freshly carved. The Admiralty will pick through the names and make their choice. Leave now, quickly. This doesn't do anything useful, if I remember. Here's the port report. Impossible. Yeah, the stillness. Talked about the stillness. Okay, so do we have 2 strategic information now? No, I just have 1. Can't assemble it into another vital intelligence yet. Can't do this. We don't want to do this. No shops available. Okay, well we finally got rid of Mr. Sachs. So we can take him off our notes. I forget what maybe his daughter wanted us to do. We found her mother. Let's see, do we have any notes on what her thing is going on? So let's see. Visit Penstock in London. Visit Penstock in London. Okay. Okay. Meter salt, live specimens. We need a lot of live specimens. Judgment's egg. We have 2 things that need judgment's eggs now. No, wait, we did the Syrian Enigma, so we didn't need the other one down in Port Canalian. We still need this one. Okay, we did this. Strategic information. We do need to return to Rack at some point. We need to go to Uttershroom. We haven't been back there in a while. We haven't talked to the Devilists in Mount Palmerston in a while. We haven't found Igel yet, I don't think. We do have 5 foxfire candles and a flare. We could go to Nuncio. Scrimshander. We have wine. I don't think we have honey. Or sorry, I don't think we have coffee. We have 4 honey, and we have I think a lot of wine. I don't remember where Scrimshander is on the map. Scrimshander. Nook. I thought it was up here. No, that's the Undercrow. Scrimshander. I thought we found Scrimshander. Well, I mean, it's in our notes, so we must have found it? Question mark? Huh. Oh, here it is. Scrimshander. Okay. Over there. I'm kind of more tempted right now just to head back to London to repair our ship and then set up on a new adventure. I guess we don't really need to go back to London for any particular reason at the moment. I mean, we're not like out of money or anything. Oh, you guys remember that we're smuggling red honey. Shintalak, hunting trophies. Oh, we can go back to Port Cecil with the Nacreous Outcast. Let's do that. That's relatively straightforward. Well, it's not close, but I mean... Did we do the thing for the Undercrow? No, we haven't found a hideaway yet. No reason to head back there yet. Anth, we need to bring some clay men to go to Anth. We could head down to the Polythreme. Oh, we should go to the Gant Pole. Turn in because we turned in that one sea monster. We're a little low on hull to do a lot of like, because it sounded like a lot of the stuff down there involved fighting. Alternatively, we could just repair our ship and then head out again. Yeah, we should get the next strategic information quest, actually. We're not really close to anything we want to do right away. Like, we do want to go back to Port Cecil, but we're not, like, close to it. So let's just pick up these port reports along the way back to London, repair our ship, and we'll start another voyage. Go underwater, I suppose, if we want. We don't really need to do any bat exploring. Although we're already right here, but I guess we won't go underwater for this. I don't think there's anything we want to do in the Chapel of Lights, but we'll just get the port report, probably. Oh, there's one of these larger monsters. My lights are off, right? Oh, they're not off. Okay, so we want to get the port report. This mission involved having 2 live specimens. Yeah, we don't have that. We can trade ambiguous ELS for an extraordinary implication. Or attending service at the chapel. Don't remember that being a good thing. Attending service gives you terror, takes away your supplies, gives you a secret. That's some kind of a memoir. Do we need these ELS or anything else? Otherwise, we could just do this. Don't have anything in my notes saying we need these ELS at the moment. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this here. Get a grinding. In the storehouse, the smiling priest sits at the cornerstone. Carcasses hang around him. He examines one of the ELS in the candlelight and smiles. If you hold it like this, it almost looks like a hand, see? He positions the ELS in the cornerstone. Turns the wheel. The almost fingers grind away. They grind salt in the storehouse, but they need particular stones for particular savors. So they ground this thing. A thinking creature made this. Or the sea made this. Or both. They ground it into salts. Okay. We're not looking to fight any large monsters at the moment, so we will skirt around the edge of the island here. Speaking of monsters, there's another one over here. I mean, we can hit Palmerston and Demoe Island, all these places along the way back. Try not to aggro this thing, whatever it is. We haven't fought it yet. Again, we're a little low on hull strength. Discovered Mount Nomad, the black glass mountain that eats ships. So that was the thing that we just ran away from over there. Not sure what this thing is. Again, I think the UI bug prevents the nameplates from showing up in the right place. Yeah, okay, but even when I change the scaling, I still don't see its nameplate for whatever reason. Maybe if it aggroes me. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's a lifeberg. Not interested in fighting any lifebergs at the moment. Yeah, so it is the UI. It is that UI scaling setting that I thought that it would be. It it scales it's like scales the bars away. Go ahead and get full power to the engines here, just to get away from this thing. There was some item we could have bought that like makes it so your engines never explode when you get full power. I'm actually kind of interested to get that someday. I can buy more Yadlis here. Let's go talk to the Deviless and see what's up going on up here. Perhaps it's time for a cup of honey fungus tea. Look down and see Pole Palmerston like a toy. It runs like gravel. You come far with the volcanoes. Oh yeah, we've already been up to here a number of times. She's disconsolate. She pours the tea with a shaking hand. Her eyes are distant. The lights, the agonies, the scalding mists of lead. I miss them so. I long to return from exile. I wish I was such a fool. There's no future with the convention. Will you help me? I overhear things here at the gate. The convention's plans. Take them back to London for me. The officialdom of hell will show gratitude to me, and I will show gratitude to you. She hands you an envelope, unsealed, she points out. I choose to trust you. She's certainly lying. Devils do not trust. An occurrence. We have one message from the wistful Deviless. Unsealed but written in one of the more esoteric scripts of hell. Now we're delivering multiple letters. We want more. We'll carry one ELF with us. I don't think we need any fuel, although it's actually cheaper here than it is in London. I guess there's no reason not to buy fuel. What's the thing that the Venturer wants? Hunting trophies in Shintalak. Okay, there's nobody that needs Zoop right now that I'm aware of. Zoop. Can sell it for... Okay, I don't have anything in my notes that involves Zoop at the moment. Okay. Okay, stop at Anth, I suppose. Anth, Demoe Island, Hunter's Keep, Low Barnet, all these places. Let's just kind of make our way back to London here. What was the, is that letter she gave us something we could read if we wanted to? No. It's unsealed, but we cannot read it. Just curious. Our terror is down quite a bit. It was from that romance that we did with our officer. Does she want to talk to us anymore now that we've romanced her a few times? No, she still needs live specimens. Alright, so this place is underwater, so we need to find an area where we can descend. And here we are back at Anth. I don't think there's any story we can progress here yet. We have to bring some clay men. That's what we need to do next. Let's gather the port report though. We can look at we can visit her in her chambers. Yes, if you need healing, we don't need healing. Yeah, so we need to bring some clay men. Is what we need to do. We did this before, I believe, holding the ceiling in place. It wasn't particularly exciting. Let's see what to put in our notes here. I got a lot of things in our notes here. I can trade heart metal here. Here you go. Hold the ceiling in place. 15 echoes from -3 terror. Oh, romantic literature. Oh no, this exchange of romantic literature. And making you an improved edition if you are unfortunate. We never even found one yet. I don't think we're going to change our condition at the moment. Need more hearts to get to take on another quality. Okay. Got not much to do here. We can sell our cask of sapphires. I'm tempted to do a sapphire run. That's like one of the things we've found that could potentially make money. Just go fill our hold up with sapphires somewhere and then come sell them either here or wherever else is better price. I don't know. The next ship was like 12,000 echoes. I mean, we're still pretty far from buying that. And then the better ship after that was like 20,000 echoes or something. So we're a really long way from buying that. I'm curious on Hunter's Keep. We do have an empty mirror catch box. I wonder if we can trap the tireless mechanics dreams again. Something down there. I saw a light. Probably another ship. I mean, it's obviously another ship, but is this something that we can fight in our current state? Like, we don't have a lot of hull strength. We're here, so I'm not seeing anything obvious, so I'm just gonna rise up. Demo Island. I don't think we were doing any stories currently for this area, but we'll take a quick look over here, get the port report and nothing else. Can accept a volunteer. We do need more crew. We had 2 strange catches. We get a Susan Cooper logbox. That'd be nice to do. Tea with the Factor. This wasn't particularly exciting. We've done it a few times. Demo Island. So tea with the Factor gives you some supplies. Explore the island. Accept a volunteer. One of the company's Belegas Fellers has negotiated an early release from her contract. It's the Sproutling, she tells you, her face pleading. I keep picking them out of me porridge and me hair and me eyes. Taking me away, I'm a good worker. Let's try this once. So again, it just gives you a crew. So this was accept a volunteer. Volunteer. Gives you 1x crew. You pay the release fee to the Factor and your new sailor settles in. Ready to sail now. Okay. Oops. So hit Hunter's Keep, Low Barnet, and then back to London. Yeah, been a pretty... I guess we don't know what we're going to get from finishing the Mr. Sachs quest, because he didn't give us anything on complete. He just told us to go back to London. So we don't even know what we... As I say, it's been pretty boring session so far. We haven't really advanced any stories or done anything of particular interest, other than just get rid of Mr. Sachs, which I guess was our primary objective, so it's not like we didn't do what we were trying to do. It wasn't a very exciting thing. We're kind of, like I said, we're kind of in the mid-game here where we have found most of the locations, but like the end game stuff takes a lot of resources to do, so we haven't quite gotten to that level yet. Didn't die okay. Oh, this one is a crack steam penance. Thought I had the same amount of hit points as that last one, but no, it did not. We also learned crew. Well, we just gained one. Easy come, easy go. More loot, 2 fuel. Alright, basically here at Hunter's Keep. Again, it burned to the ground. We tried to save one of the sisters, but we were not able to do that, sadly. Would have been interesting to see what would have happened if we could have saved her, but... Okay, so you can actually redo this. Interesting, but you have to have claymen with you. Okay. Has anything changed in the ruin? Nope. Okay, well there's you can't even get report reports here anymore. It's basically completely empty. So unless we're doing the tireless mechanics mission, there's no reason to ever go back to Hunter's Keep anymore. We are still doing things here at Low Barnett. We're turning in our port reports from the various underwater towns to do story. It's like a story battle, like people are trading stories, and the person who trades the best stories wins, I guess. Get the port report, so we will do the trade story of the congregation, we'll trade stories of Anth, trade stories of Nook, trade stories of Rosegate. That's all for now. So we need 2 more to get the next quality there. Looks like we can participate in another contest. Oh yeah, we don't have these. Yeah, we don't have these drowny hymns. Oh, we got one of these, didn't we? No, we haven't got that yet. We haven't found Eagle yet either. Okay, well there's more to do here, but we have to find some more time. We have to do some more exploring. So we really need to defog the rest of the map, I think, is kind of what that's telling me. We have to find the remaining underwater towns, like Hideaway and... Okay, we can search this. Unlocked with a Rec 3, and you have no more than 3, you have 3. Unlocked with Discovery, 81, you have 91. It's a hearts challenge. I think it wouldn't let us change these things, right? Because we're not at a dock. Yeah, you can't do it when you're not docked. Okay, well, I mean... What? Oh wait, I lost the ability to do that mission because I looked at my hold. Oh well. There's only like a 50% chance of succeeding anyway, I suppose. Although I did intend to do it, I just... I wanted to check if I could raise my hearts first, but... Apparently, no, that was not allowed. That was unfortunate. This, like, current pushed us away. Well, it doesn't look like it really changed our position much in relation to London. Okay, we need... Oh, shoot. Shoot. We do need to change our hold thing, though. Ah, crap. We have to dock first. Let's go over to the light ship over here and do that. I was trying to remember to do that. Wow, that's a really good way to get rid of terror. Man, having a trust with your officer is like a really good way to reduce terror. Although you miss out on some of the story missions involved when you have high terror, I guess. But okay, we need to put our concealed compartment on here. I think that was all we had to do. We don't have any recent news, right? No, we don't have any recent news. Use that somewhere. Okay. So repairs, we can't afford the next ship yet. No, we're not even close. Unless Mr. Sachs is going to give us like a lot of echoes. Maybe he will, I don't know. Although we cheated him at the end. I guess we were supposed to give him our blood. We gave him some imitation blood that somebody had handed us at one point. I don't fully remember what that story involved. It wasn't a very like in-depth story. It was just like at one point someone said like, "Oh, Mr. Sachs will want some blood from you. Here's like an alternative you could do." Okay, so what do we have options here? We have a visit to the bazaar. She's down the gangplank as soon as she's docked. I need to go to Penstock, she says. It's the land agent, the one at the bazaar. She hesitates. She bites her lips. Will you come with me? Sure, why not? Penstock's land agency, a modest office in an immodest location, hard against the eastern flank of the bazaar, that spired fortress of commerce that towers over London. You've met Penstock before. He gives you a long, hard look and then turns his attention to the daughter. The sundered sea. There is another sea beneath the bazaar, Penstock declares, a paler sea. Yes, I would imagine you might make the bargain your mother made. Yes, I helped her go down there, but she took a terrible chance even then, and the bazaar is not well, not now. Another hard stare at you. Are you certain? Penstock's wicket. The daughter follows Penstock back into the shop to a redly lit grotto hollowed from the bazaar's carapace. A heavily chained cage lift. A heavily chained cage lift awaits you there. You must descend into the most secret spaces of the bazaar. Penstock's wicket, she says. He has an understanding with the bazaar. He let my mother pass through long ago to make her bargain. Now I will follow. Is that really such a terrible idea? Discourage her from passing through the wicket. She has wanted this for so long, but you've known her long enough to realize that beneath her bravado she is genuinely terrified. Or let her go down to the bazaar. I want to match my mother, she says reasonably. I want to learn the great signs. The courier, the bazaar is the only one who will teach me. I have to go. Unlocked. What is this unlocked condition here? Unlocked when... So you have delivered your last load of Sphinxstone. You could also have it when you're delivering Sphinxstone to London, Irem, Shelonate, your old church, Adam's Way. I mean, it's her life's goal. I don't know. I guess we'll let her go. An ascent. The cage rises, rattling into view. Your officer is shivering, caked with lumps of something like ivory-colored snow, but grinning brilliantly. The sundered sea, she cries. The bazaar. Oh, he's so much more than any bazaar. My mother. I have back what she took from me. She taps you playfully on the shoulder as you haul back the lift door. Thank you. Here's a little present I picked up on the shore. Did she get what she wanted? Oh yes, and so much more. I will have one more tattoo now, but it's one that no one will ever see. She passed through the wicket and has achieved an understanding with the bazaar. And one outlandish artifact. And we now have one of this maybe's rival. There's a panthering glint in her eye now. Okay. Okay, so we have... Oh, we don't have any of these things. Okay, so maybe we didn't need the... to equip that thing on our hull. But I thought that I thought we were smuggling red honey, so I thought that was contraband. So perhaps there wasn't. So this is new. The Brass Embassy. Let's take a look what this is. This is Hell's Foothold in London. Oh, because the devil is. That's right. Oh, we have her message. This is Hell's Foothold in London. It's warm, bright, and handsome. Every window blazes with light. There's a screech abruptly cut off from the excruciation annex. So we can pass on her information. She's provided intelligence from inside the Brimstone Convention. The aristocratic exiles of Hell. Hell will no doubt be interested. If we had human souls, we could sell them. Devils pay better than the merchants on the docks. On the other hand, you are literally selling people's souls to devils. Why did you come here? Have you seen the Republic? Oh yeah, the Iron Republic. You can also sell them red honey. Okay, let's do this. Do I have it? I think I have some notes about what happens in the Brass Embassy here. Let me just see if I can refresh my memory on any of these particular options. So we have Created Human Souls could give you 23 echoes. Port report to Fall London. Well, I guess we're about to find out what this does. Let's do this. Why'd you come here? Have you seen the Republic? Did you want to tell me something? So it gives you a lump of blue scintillac. The street is spinning. There was something in your throat. It crowded your mouth. It was hard and nobbled as horn or coal. It spoke, rapid, gleeful sentences in one of the languages of hell. It cut your lips when it crawled from your mouth. Yikes. You're in the street outside the embassy. There's a lump of scintillac in your hand. 4 memories, the urbane devil told you. 1 lump of blue scintillac. Lump of blue scintillac. What is the description? It blazes with a poseonic radiance. Wars have been fought for less. Oh, blue. It's the color blue. Is that, that's this probably. Yeah. I think this is Brass Embassy in London. Okay. Interesting. We got the, so I think we have the color blue. The Aposian. So we're not going to turn it into the Alarming Scholar. Anything else to do in the Brass Embassy? Oh, we haven't given him the note yet. A warm welcome. An urbane devil ushers you into a copper-paneled interview room. There are hunting prints on the walls, but the hunters are devils, and their quarry women and men. The devil listens, fingers steepled to your story, nodding encouragingly. That's terribly helpful of you. Terribly helpful. Could I have read the message, please? Could I have the message, please? He reads it with interest. Oh, that's very good. Allow me to offer a consideration to you here for your trouble. Bring me more and I'll give you something else. But do you mind performing some independent verification? You know how expats can get. Sometimes their imagination runs away with them. Anyway, here's a little present for your from your source. We got a gift for the wistful deviless. It's beautifully enameled. Its eyes glisten like digestive fluid. We are now at this. And we no longer have the message. Okay, so red honey. We were supposed to do something with our red honey. I thought we had it in our hold that we were carrying a shipment of red honey. This is the one that we had. Thought that there was more. Something more involved with that. We can pick up another diplomatic agent. That could be good. So we used one in Port Cornelian, but we still have to put one in the Khanate, from what I understand. Give him the broader intelligence, or we can give it to the other guy. We don't want to pass on our strategic intelligence. Wait, turn in your shipment of red honey? Isn't that where we just... Oh, so we have a single firkin of red honey, but we don't have a shipment of red honey. Oh, this is why I thought it was... We had to have the cargo... Because it says right here, it's probably illegal. Be cautious taking it to London. Okay. We don't have any of these guys we can turn into him. We don't have anything for the market. We can't do this yet. Our mirror's quality is relatively low. Guess we'll sell this here. We'll search my notes first to see if there's anything more we could do. We turn in all our port reports again. These are all places we've been multiple times. Visage, Port Cornelian, Frostfound, Grand Geode. This is actually pretty long. We actually visit a lot of ports on this voyage. Okay, we're gonna save our strategic information for now. Okay, what does he need next? He wants to go to the Mangrove College. Mangrove College. I think we went there once. Okay, got that up to date now. Let's go ahead and repair our ship. Should we use the favors again? And we still have 20 of them. I don't see any reason why not to use a few of them for this. It's not like we can upgrade our ship yet. Let's do the next one. Although, let's see what the red honey... Should we just sell this red honey that's in our ship? I don't want to keep carrying it around because I'll forget. And then we'll probably get it confiscated at some point. So in the Empire of Hands, we can trade red honey for Violent ink. Oh, that's probably the color that we need. Isn't Violent one of the colors? Yes, it is. Okay, so we'll hold on to that. So this is Sovereign Island. Empire of Hands, Sovereign Island. I just want to paste without... How do I do paste? Keep text only. Empire of Island with 1x red honey. That's what it was right in my notes. Okay, this is the thing we did. This is series patronage. Deliver the red honey to the scholar in London. Oh, so the scholar. We're supposed to deliver this to the scholar. No? I thought it was. I thought that they had given us this red honey to do something with, but I can't remember what it was now. Oh, here, it was this lady. Yeah, she gave us this red honey to do something. I thought she wanted to deliver it to something in London, but or maybe it's just in the London section. Is it in here? Oh, here it is. Honey at the crossroads. Okay, wait here, the instructions said. Wear a crimson feather in your hat. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. The Veiled Lady. A black carriage, stripped of livery, slows beside you. When the door opens, a veiled woman in midnight blue gestures curtly. In, she demands. You wait on a deep-cushioned seat. A furrow-browed old gentleman with a mild and sheeply gaze samples the honey. He nods approvingly. The upholstery smells like flowers and rust. Go, the veiled woman says. She tosses you a lacquered serpent bracelet. It's freezing to the touch. Its mouth is stuffed with jewels. So we got a captivating treasure. And we've gained 2 terror. Okay, so we don't have the honey anymore, so we can't do it, but so we can buy it for 600. Is that what I just saw? Yeah, you can buy it for 600 here. Buy a shipment of red honey. Import Cavendish. So we don't need this patronage note. That's specific to a quest when you're on that quest. So I'm not going to keep notes of it in that area. Okay, so we don't know what the red honey. Red honey. We don't know what he does for the red honey. We can do this note I just had on London. So we basically did that. We can change our aft slot while we're thinking about it here to be our gun again. Okay, do we want to advance this guy's story? We haven't seen any use for these. Oh, he wants the lump of bleaching dye, but no, I think we're going to take that to vendor bite. I've been giving him these intriguing snippets just because, like, I don't even know what else they're even useful for. I've seen very few uses in the game for intriguing snippets. Alright, so we now have 6 for this. Again, does anything change? Not at first glance. Alright, well. Sometime we'll get it up to 7, I suppose. What were these wakeful items? Oh, so yeah, we have 1 left. That's right, you can convert the watchful curios into wakeful idols in polythreum, I think it was. Okay, well. Okay, so we can do this if we want to get rid of terror. I mean, we only have 3 terror. It costs 10 echoes. I mean, let's get our new recruit option. Get our crew up by 1. It's always fine to do. We lost 1 of our terror already. See, let's go to our lodgings. Get the morning paper. What were we supposed to get? Oh, here we go. I was going to say, weren't we supposed to get something from Mr. Sachs? Have 5 spaces in your cargo hold. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we're at 84. Okay. Ho, ho, ho! Londoners give generously to Mr. Sachs. Is it really that time of year? Some of them ask, but a shake of the sack is all it takes to convince them that it's better to give than to receive the crimson beasts of winter's displeasure. You return home with a bulging sack of shiny new toys. When next you wake, the robe is gone. Alright, so 3 secrets, 2 strategic information. Well, it's said to have at least 5 hole slots, but this looks like more than 5. Wow, we got a Judgment's Egg. 2 approved romantic literature. Is that different than the other romantic literature option we've seen in different places? We need a Judgment's Egg to talk to somebody. This guy, I think, wasn't it? Oh, we can assemble the strategic intelligence as well. Use our Removes the Great Game. So now we have two of the vital intelligences. What do we get for turning those in again? I've forgotten already. So if you give it to the diplomat, we don't actually know. If we give it to the admiral, I also didn't write it down. I think it was like 250 echoes or something. We also needed one in Port Cornelian to advance that mission. We'll just hold on to these for now because we also need to go to Connate. Maybe we'll need one in Connate and one in Port Cornelian. So if we get a third one, maybe we'll sell it. But I think we'll hold on to these 2 for now. Okay, where were we just looking? We were looking in our lodgings. We have another delivery. So this is the honey that we had. We have at least 10 spaces in our hold. So yeah, we do have that. Okay. Several crates of wine sit in your lodgings. A note on the top reads, "For your service and discretion." Yeah, because we gave him... This is the guy that told us to give the vial of blood instead of using our own. 10 wine. We now have 21 wine. We really need to go use this wine. A medley of fine vintages. No, it can't be. Greyfields 1868. A few bottles of Broken Gant 1844. Isn't that from before the fall? Only Mr. Wyans is said to stock these in any quantity, and it reserves them for itself and the very few with whom it considers itself on intimate terms. You extract the best ones for personal consumption. The rest will fetch a fine price. Okay. Well, that, at the end of the day, that Mr. Sachs thing was actually quite profitable. It was annoying while we were doing it. Did we finish any more of these objects? We have 2. Yeah, so we just need more outlandish artifacts. So we don't have 7 yet. We're not at the point where we want to convert things for our heirs yet. And yeah, we don't have any of that stuff. Okay. So it looks like we've done most of the things we came here to do in London. Did I update my notes? I was like literally writing notes about the color stuff. And I got distracted. Red honey. Buy. Import carnelian. Okay, so we have this. We know where to get this. We do need to go to the Empire of Hands to get rid of this lady in our hold. She wants to go to the Empire of Hands. So maybe that should be our next mission. Where was our yeah, in the mangrove colleges to the south as well, and that's where all the fogged area is to the south as well. Okay, yeah, so we have a plan at least. I don't think we're gonna do our next. It's actually been longer than I thought it was gonna take just to get back here to town. So maybe we'll just speak to our officers, see if anyone has anything to do, and then we'll end this particular session. And we have a good idea what to do next time at least. Somebody wanted the judgment egg. I think it was him, but it was probably like a specific thing in Iron Republic, I think. Yeah, we don't have any of these stats high enough. The Clattery Air, we need a live specimen. We need muter salts. Can't buy muter salt in London, can you? Don't think so. Again, I told her I was gonna, when I had extra certain enigmas, I would use it with her, but we do have enough Shintellect to do this now. Oh wait, we have 7 Shintellect now. We can turn in the Venturer's Desire. Okay. Something bright. Port Cecil. The Principles of Coral. It is usually northeast or thereabouts. That's where Shintellect comes from. Around 1,000 echoes for 7. Oh, we're making some money now. Thank you. Where I'm going, there will be late enough eventually, but we'll need something we can manage ourselves. But now I have further need of your services. He's up to 9 dreams in a scheme. 1,000 echoes. Okay, well, what does he want now? What does he want now? Relics or coffee? Well, we can just buy him some coffee. That's straightforward enough. Yeah, we can just buy him. He just wants 7 coffee? Sure. Could buy you 7 coffee. It's not a very hard mission to solve. Something dark. They grow in the Elder Continent to the south. You can find it in Adam's Way or Port Carnelian or the Khanate, perhaps. 700 echoes, yes. Well, we just bought some, so we paid 50 for each, so we basically only gained 350. We probably could have gained more if we'd actually gone to one of these places to pick it up, but oh well. This will put fire in our belly, and all our bellies will need that. It's cold out there. One more thing. Oh, he wants 7 sapphires or a colossal flute core. Okay, we could have bought these. Those were in Port Carnelian as well. Well, we're going south, so... where's my notes for this guy? Under London. 7x, casket of sapphires. Spell that right? No, we can get this in Port Carnelian, I'm pretty sure. Or you could do a colossal fluke core. They're both worth 1,000 echoes. Or 1x colossal fluke core. You have to destroy a Lorn fluke. Kill a Lorn fluke. It's probably a little harder for us to do than just sailing to Port Cornelian. Because again, we're not really in combat. And our ship's not really equipped for combat. I mean, we can fight. Oh, she's back. Oh, she is back with us. Did her stats change at all? Let's see. After she did her thing. 7, 6. Oh, now she gives engine power as well. Well, she gives engine power. He gives fuel efficiency. Yeah, there's definitely a glint in her eye. Yeah, she definitely has a lot more stats now. 7, 6, and the engine power. Has anyone else's stats changed recently? It's 4, 4, 2, 2. Still a little worse than that guy. His changed, but we already knew about that. Comatose ferret. Still has not changed. Okay, yeah, so we got a lot of stuff done here. I don't think we don't think we want to sell, right? This Zoop, we don't have any need for the Zoop, and our hold is actually relatively full. I'm gonna sell at least one of them. Oh, here's the approved romantic literature. We've seen some quests for romantic literature, but I don't know if they accept. So Rosegate wanted 3 of them. I don't know if approved romantic literature is the same thing as regular romantic literature. Sell an Irish puppet for 22, same as the prices here. Something in Epis Meat. We tried going to Epis Meat once, we couldn't even get in the door at the time. They sell for, you can buy them for 19 in Nephrite, which is in Consart. Again, we haven't opened up Consart yet, so we can't actually even do that. If you had Prisoner's Honey, you could trade it in Sovereign Island for 2-minute literature. Oh, here we go. Read in Rosina's Chambers. You can read approved romantic literature. Okay, so we'll hold on to this then. Maybe we'll sell one of them, just hold on to one. Because yeah, I only see one. Oh wait, no, we need 3 of them in Rosegate. Again, I don't know if this is the same as regular romantic literature. The revenue men have removed the... So they censored the book in some way. I mean, it's only worth 22 echoes. It's not like we need it or anything. Can we do her mission again? Could if we had 3 Stygian... Oh, we should have bought some of that Stygian Ivory. We could have done this again. I feel like we should pick up 3 barrels of Pravalin at some point. Because this looks like a decent way to boost your stats. I mean, it's not cheap, but like, it's repeatable, apparently. Okay, yeah, I've been trying to end this session, just kind of going through all the stuff we had here. This Zoop, I really haven't seen any other use for Zoop in the entire game. We know where to buy it if we ever need it again. I'm just going to sell it to get rid of hold space. Guess I'll hold on to this approved romantic literature, although I think it's useless, to be honest. We do want more coffee beans. That's if we're going to go to the Khanate. We're not planning to go to the Khanate. We're planning to go south in our next session here. Don't think there's any reason to buy a better gun than what we have until we get these other slots opened up. Get a different boat is what I mean. A better engine might actually be worth getting at some point. Yeah, like moving faster would help a lot. This one is 4,000 for 2,500 engine power. This one's 5,000 for 3,500 engine power. We do have 5,000. I don't think I would buy the other one. I don't think I would buy this one. I would just buy this one. I would actually love to get this, now that I think about it. But I don't want to have 0 money. We've ended the point in this game where we have 0 money, and it's not a good place to be. We could sell a few of these things for like a small amount of spending money, but maybe on our next. Man, I would really love to get a new engine actually. We could sell some more things to this guy. I don't think we want to sell him the Judgment's Egg. We still need these. Captivating Treasure. Yeah, it sells for 1,000. We already created the Shrine to Stone. Can sell them for 50 fuel in Irem. That's essentially 500, which is like half of what they're worth here. The Magician needs 7 of them, but that's something different. Not even sure. We haven't even been to Fathom King's Hold. Vendor Bite. You can gain a captivating treasure in Vendor Bite. Can buy them in Khan's Heart for 1,500. Can obtain a Doomed Monster Hunter with them. We don't even need that yet. Some way in Visage to get a captivating treasure at the end. Wait, didn't we do this? Is this from my notes? No, we did this. We revealed the bat. What gave us this enigma? This must be from a previous play session. Can trade 11 one captain treasure. If you can, well, you can buy it for 11. Okay, yeah, let's do this here. Get some money. 1,000 echoes. Anything else we can trade him for money right now? I don't know if we need these implications for anything else. I guess we could sell these to him. I haven't seen a lot of uses for them around the area. Can buy them for 333. You could buy a Searing Enigma for 5 of them. Do want some Searing Enigmas. But we also want money. I guess we have enough money. Let's buy the let's buy the better engine. Or do we want to save for the ship? 1,100. No, I don't think we will save for the ship because that's basically double what we have now. And we can transfer our engine over when we get the ship anyway. We're still going to want to have the better engine. Okay, we're doing it. We're buying the Caminus Yard's Compulsion. And we're equipping it. And we're selling our other engine, which we bought here, I believe. Yes, for 500 back. Okay, so we got 500 back for our old engine. That's not too bad. Yeah, 1,500 is enough to do. That's enough for spending cash. Yeah, so this engine should be a lot faster. So we should be going quite a bit faster now, which is a good thing because I felt like our playthroughs were getting a little boring. We weren't making much progress in the scope of one play session. We were doing a lot of sailing around, but we weren't really getting anything too exciting done. Hold's pretty full. I've been trying to get things out of our hold rather than put things into it. I'm still thinking I should probably just sell these romantic. I don't think these are actual romantic literature. I'm just gonna sell these things. I don't think they are the thing that the quest needs. They're not saucy enough. We do want the candles for Godfall. So much wine. We'll have to figure out what to do with this wine. I think Godfall. We have so much wine in our hold. There was some repeatable quest somewhere that you could do. In the Shepherd Isles, you can use wine and supplies for strategic information. You can sell wine for 24 at Apis Meat. Can trade 5 cast mushroom wine, but it's only for 150 echoes, so it's like what? 150 times divided by 5. 30 each, essentially. Whereas here you can sell them for 20. I mean, it's a small profit. It's not worth going out of your way to do, but if you happen to have it with you. Can use them on Sovereign Island. Can use them on Heartsake Island. So they're good to have a few of in your hold at least. I just don't know that we need as much as we have. Well, we're gonna be going to a lot of those places that we just looked past that might use these, so hopefully we'll have some. We'll have less in our hold. We'll get at least 1 coffee beans. I don't know if we want to carry the full 5. We've been using them in the Kane, but I don't know if we're going back to the Kane on our next ship. We're gonna go south on our next run, so yeah, I don't think we're gonna. We won't carry the full complement of 5. Okay, I think this sets us up pretty well for our next run. And yeah, we'll take it from there. We got a lot. We got enough. We got some things done. I should say. I wouldn't classify it as a lot, but we got some things done. And we will take it from here. There's like not even a reason to do this. And we checked the roses market, right? Yeah, we don't care about these things. Actually, let's change what's in the rose market because these things we're not doing. We got the same thing again. It's like we're not doing any of those anytime soon. Okay, well, like I said, we'll end it here, and we'll do a. We're gonna go to Port Carnelian. We're gonna go to. I thought was it this one? Yeah, I think it was. This is the Mangrove College. We need to fog all this area over here. And yeah, we'll explore a bunch of the map around this area. We'll head to Polythreme, the Udder Stream. We have some stuff to do there. Emperor Hands, we have stuff to do there. Yeah, that'll be a good session. We'll get some stuff done next time. All right, thanks for watching.